everybody, welcome to another episode of Bob's Woodshop. Today we're going to be doing some Treenware. One of my neighbors needed a fork for one of her relatives, so we're going to be making this today. So let's get started and I'll show you the different process steps that we have to go through in order to make this. Okay, the first thing you need to do is decide what pattern you want for your fork or your spoon. You draw that out. Here I'm using a little brass spacer to try to get equal distance between the tangs on the fork. And there's the bottom of the tangs. And from there I'm just going to take it over the drill press and use a 1/4 inch drill bit to locate those holes. Quick, easy process. It's better to do this now versus trying to cut those out on the bandsaw. So I've already cut one side here on the bandsaw, so I'm slowing down the blade because there's a little piece of wood stuck in the throat there. You just wait for it to stop, but I went ahead and stopped it with the pattern here. Again, this is the pattern. This is not going to be the fork. So the bandsaw is supposedly the most dangerous saw in the workshop. I heard once that there are more accidents on the bandsaw than any other saw. So like this and every other sharp blade that's running at a high speed, be careful. Do not do this when you're tired. Know what you're doing. Use push sticks, push block something, just don't get your thumb behind the wood. There's too many guys out there named Stumpy or Lefty. So I've transferred the pattern onto the cherry. This cherry is about 12 inches long and about 1 1/8 inches thick. Love the smell of cherry in the morning. It's a really nice wood to work with. It's a very common Treenware wood. It's very durable. It's a lot of fun to work this stuff. Here what I've done, I've taken the sides, the left and the right, and taped them back onto the block of wood. This enables me to have a flat surface to run it across the table of the bandsaw. This technique is very common for any three-dimensional type objects like this, and this is how furniture makers make cabriole legs if you're making something like a Queen Anne high boy or low boy. So this is the bottom, this is the top of the fork I'm working on here. Just cutting through the cellophane tape. Some people use hot melt glue for this. I think it's a lot easier and faster just to use some tape and just cut right through it. Okay, now I'm going to Take my little carpet knife and cut out the fork, just removing the top and the bottom and the left and the right, and voila, there is the basics of a fork. And now comes the fun part. I'm taking it over the workbench and going to go at this, knocking off all the edges using a variety of tools. This is called a Shinto rasp. I should say Shinto rasp. It's a Japanese rasp. Has a fine and a coarse edge on it. Works great. This is a Surform file. Stanley made these, probably came out with these 40 years ago. Another good tool to remove wood. And I'm going again with a Shinto rasp. Just checking the camera to make sure I'm still on camera. This is called a spoke shave. And carpenters have been using this for centuries. Great tool. Here's a heavy-duty rasp. This is another tool that removes wood very quickly. And here's a traditional card scraper. It's probably one of the first tools ever made. This is a piece of flexible steel. You burnish a little burr on it, and it really removes wood well. And here I'm going to still do a little bit more work with the Shinto rasp. After doing that and working up a bit of a sweat, I figured let's visit my old friend Mr. Electricity and my belt sander. Always got to wear that dust mask. You see, I also got this hooked up to my shop vacuum on the top of the screen there. And more sanding. So I've edited quite a bit of the sanding out of here because no one likes to sand, and certainly no one likes to watch somebody sand. So I deleted a lot of this footage. And here's a little Grizzly 1-inch belt sander. It came in very handy for getting in between those tangs. Okay, now it's ready. We're ready to start putting the finish on. We're going to use this butcher block conditioner that I got at Home Depot. This is perfect for any food safe type products, whether it's a bowl or any type of Treenware like this. So this is a great little finish. It's real easy to do, real easy to put on. All you really do is rub it on like this and rub out the excess. So that's all it is in order to make a fork or a spoon. As you saw, some bandsaw work, just a little bit of design, and then either rasping or filing or sanding with the various sanders that I showed. So that's it. Thanks again for tuning in today. Don't forget to smash that like button and come back next time. Thank you very much.